Hello y'all, this is Mojo Soyo, and today I'll be giving you tips and tricks on how to make a Yabujin edit. The editor that I use is CapCut, but I'll be talking about more general things that you can use in most editing software. So first off, what is a Yabujin edit? A Yabujin edit is an edit that utilizes chroma key and uses mixed media from the early 2000s era. The videos often lack quality and use very old Windows effects. I'm sure most have seen old Windows editing effects where the transitions look outdated and amateur. Now you may be wondering, what's chroma key and mixed media? Well, I'll be explaining that after I show an edit that I made for this tutorial. Now, I do want to stress that there isn't one perfect way to make a Yabujin edit. It requires a lot of creativity and a lot of innovation. But with that, there are certain components that you need in order to keep the Yabujin style. For example, a staple component is using cryptic imagery. For example, this is an image I made in Pixar that looks rather confusing and cryptic. If you're rather familiar with Yabujin edits already, you know he uses the Majin Sonic a lot in his videos. A lot of times these have symbolism or are references, but if you're just casually going for something simple, you can use a biohazard PNG. Along with these symbols, you would also need GIFs. In a lot of Yabujin edits, you will see GIFs placed on top of videos to often convolute them. These are examples of different media being placed on top of the video. You can add effects to them or just let them be, but it's good to have them present. Now you may be wondering, where do I get these GIFs from? I'll be explaining that in a bit. Another staple component you need for Yabujin edits is chroma key. Chroma key in this case is blending two videos together to get a distracting look. I say in this case because other times it's used for green screen. As you can see in the example edit from earlier, videos were being blended together. As you can see here, an array of videos are being blended together by chroma key to produce a certain effect that distorts the video. This is significant to do in Yabujin edits as it is the main tool that is used. Here is a recorded segment of me demonstrating how to use chroma key on CapCut. As you can see here, I'm choosing a video. You would need two videos for this, about the same length, and then they would need to be in the same format. As you see, I'm doing chroma key there. As you can see, it's very distorted looking, and you can also flip it by using the CapCut tools here. Now the woman will have the video played on her skin. Now, I mentioned GIFs earlier. This falls into the mixed media. In Yabujin edits, you can see a lot of different types of media being used to convey one thing. Like for example, you can have Final Fantasy gameplay mixed in with a North Korean conference, or a dating sim gameplay video mixed in with a hardstyle dance video. This is an example of mixed media. It's basically just a bunch of different media mixed in one edit. What a lot of this media has in common though is that they're usually from the early to mid 2000s era. This would mean old anime shows, old video games, and really old niche videos. In one word, you can say vintage, or you can say lost media. A bunch of these videos can be a part of the webcam aesthetic or just amateur videos. By amateur, I mean videos such as walking through a park, recording it on your phone, or maybe even a rave dance party that's recorded on a Nokia. Now you may be asking, where do I get such mixed media? Where do I even find these videos to use? Well, you have to keep in mind what type of media you're going to be using. Sure, we're going to be using mixed media, but it can't be any type of media. It has to be 2000s era, early 2000s or mid 2000s, like I said previously. There are many threads, forums, and archives where you can find a bunch of early to mid 2000s lost media and mixed media. There's apps such as YouTube, Pinterest, Reddit, Imgur, and many others where you can find different types of media to use. Your best bet would to be searching AMVs on YouTube, old 2000s gameplays, homemade videos, and old movies or shows. That's the gist of it, but I'm going to be explaining just a few extra things that you may need to watch out for. This is obvious, but try not to copy other edits. Only use other edits as references whenever you need some ideas. If you're editing a dance video or video of someone walking around like Yabujin does, try to use jittering and stuttering effects and try to speed up and slow down the footage. Don't use as many edits, kind of just focus on the person. If you're making a Yabujin edit, you have to make the quality as low as possible. That sounds weird, but it's true. You have to use really bad quality in order to get the style. And if you can help it, try to make the frame rate really low if you can. Nostalgia is a huge part of Yabujin edits, so try to be as nostalgic as possible whenever you're choosing your clips or media. Whatever is nostalgic to you, use it. Effect-wise, you should be using a bunch of distorting effects and try to add a lot of color to your edits using effects. In some Yabujin edits, he likes to border the screen with a color. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's purple. But just try to make it look as vintage as possible and try to use a bunch of colorful effects. And if not colorful, just a bunch of distorting effects. Thanks for watching this tutorial and tips and tricks on how to make a Yabujin edit. I apologize for taking so long to come out with this. And there's probably a lot more that I could have said or could have explained, but this is all that I have for now. If you have any questions, just contact me or comment under this video or so. And if I said anything you think may have been incorrect or not accurate, please correct me on it, as I am slightly new to making Yabujin edits. I don't have many up. And again, thank you for watching.